So, Vasan, congrats on this very fun film. What is the plot of this movie for my audience?
So it's about a man who can't feel pain, and it's literally that condition.
Yeah.
It's like a life-threatening condition, but he kind of overcomes it with the love for martial art films. And, it's about him and his dreams, and him trying to mix fantasy and reality, and kind of making a movie out of his own life without actually, it's like living the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. The movie and life, the blurred lines.
Yeah.
So this is the first Indian movie to play at Midnight Madness.
Right.
What does that mean to you personally?
It's a huge honor.
Yeah.
Because we have also been dealing with genre films. It's just that it's not really put out in the world on a world platform because it's too cheap or it's lacks finesse or whatever.
Right.
But I think hopefully this propels the conversation, and like a treasure trove of mad films are discovered back home, which have been being made for the last 50 years.
Yes.
Yeah, I really hope that happens.
This kind of reminded me, about over 10 years ago, there was a rap beat album called Beat Conducta in India.
I think I've heard of it.
Oh, that's so cool because I wanted to hear if you heard of it because that to me that was I took a Bollywood class in university and stuff like that. But before that, the teacher actually not one. But before that, that was the first time I felt like you could make that blend of traditional Indian culture with kind of the hip current sensibilities, and it totally works. That's so great. You've heard of that album. I'm so happy about that. So I also talking about pop culture. I love the movie Parinda.
Oh, love. Oh,
yeah.
Nice. It's one of my favorite movies growing up.
Yeah, it's so cool. It is they're going for the John Woo thing, but it's his own thing, with the doves and everything, or the pigeons and whatever.
all the slow motion running on the street. Yeah.
And I was wondering if you could shed some light for other films like Parinda that my audience and more importantly I can check out.
Right. So sorry, you were saying more?
More movies like The Man Who Feels No Pain and Parinda, because we know about that Bollywood lane, the Satyajit Ray lane. Right. But I wanted to know more personally, and for my audience's sake, about the sort of genre, Chopsaki almost.
So we've always been making it. So B movie is essentially someone with huge ambition and no resources. And probably with no idea of filmmaking, just jumping into it, and that becomes an art form in itself.
Yes.
But over years, we kind of learned from the passion of someone who had no clue to make a film, and from those complete chaos, you kind of start making sense from an Ed Wood from the 30s Flash Gordons to a lot of those things. You kind of imbibe, and then you put in your sensibilities that are modern. That are grounded in reality, and yet you kind of reach that plane of randomness, which all these films provide. So we've always been doing that. There has been a 3D film called Shiva Ka Insaf, which was a superhero film made some 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Then, in fact, all the
Sholay is great too.
Sholay is great. Sholay is a great B movie too, and and there was this. All the gangster dramas, all the revenge dramas that used to happen, and they'd be having these very inflammable titles like Aagi Aag, which literally translates into fire, fire on fire.
Okay.
A B movie experience starts with the title, which is screaming
a poster, a log line.
And
very simple, elemental. Yeah,
exactly, and it's screaming out for attention, and it is not saying, and it is just being what it is, and that takes a lot of courage.
Yeah, I think so too.
And either people started, went into it naively making it, or with a design. That's I think the joy of it, and I think it's actually, coming out in out of the closet in the sense saying, I'm a genre filmmaker.
Yeah.
It's always thin ice. You can anytime crumble into it. You can drown. You can fall flat. But I think that's the thrill of treading it.
Very cool. And so, have you always been into kung fu movies? And
all of them, all the Golden Harvest films, the
Golden Harvest.
The moment Golden Harvest would come, you'd be like.
Or what Shaw Brothers?
Yeah, all the Shaw Brothers.
I got to show you. Check this out on my phone. I got the Shaw Brothers case.
Just kick up.
Yeah, of course. Go for it. But this is so cool. We're taking a picture in the interview. There's a custom case guy in Toronto. I don't know if you're able to spell it, but whatever. So yeah, I got that. It was $40. I needed the case anyways. But we also interviewed Cynthia Rothrock. I know, she's so cool.
I mean, she could just
the Blonde Fury. We saw a print of that. The only print left. And
where?
In Fantasia, the Montreal Genre Film Festival.
Wow.
Yeah, it was cool. And what was great about it was near the end they had misorganized some of the reels.
Right.
So it was an order sequence, but like some people complained about it. I was like, it's kind of
I
the
think
fun.
that's the fun of it, right?
Yeah,
And that's how
yeah.
it's supposed to be. I think, yeah.
Absolutely. So, tell me about the music in this movie, because that's one thing I thought it was going to be like. There is still music in it.
Yeah.
Like that theme song is so catchy.
Yeah.
Like, that we see in the trailer, and like
Right.
the trailer, that's what hooks everybody. I think.
Right.
You know.
So the musical influences they go back from everything to rock and roll to hip hop to jazz
Yes.
to funk. To everything, I think. All the music that I've grown up on, and I knew that this has to be that blend, wherein when you're making it, people can be a little dodgy about it. Like you're putting bananas, you're putting oranges, you're putting the citrus.
Right.
You know, you're just putting it in a blender.
Yeah.
And that becomes like a smoothie.
Like it's like a beat. You know, you take it from something, but you flip it your own way. You chop it up your own way to your ear.
Yeah.
So this is the first screening,
Right.
and so are you a little nervous? How are you feeling?
I'm shitting bricks.
No, you should.
Uh,
No, I think they're gonna love you
but,
at Midnight Madness.
but
It's a tough audience for sure.
It is.
Because they're the hardcore.
Yeah.
That's the tribe to be in. That's your lane.
So which is amazing because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have wished for any other first audience for the film.
Oh.
So the moment I was editing it and I was 3/4 into the edit, that's the first thing that struck my mind. Like, would it be even a possibility to get it here? And and since then it was like, you know, just so this is like a dream come true.
And Canada gets a shout out in this movie.
Right.
You talk about like the child care system. Like that's like people in Canada don't even know that. So that's
So-
Canadians will be educated about Canada in an Indian movie. That's great, huh?
So that when I was here with Peddlers 6 years ago.
Okay.
So I was researching a lot on the Tamil exodus out here.
Yeah.
From Sri Lanka.
Uh-huh.
And I'm a Tamilian from India.
Okay.
So I kind of understand the culture, kind of understand the conflict.
Yeah.
And while I was understanding the conflict, I also saw the host country, you know, providing so much, and also the people who come in. It's also like a bit of arm twisting into the system, and you know, it's like a friction that goes on. So a lot of research kind of threw up while I was, and you know, the childcare system thing kind of was a common thread between everyone because everyone had so many children.
Right.
I mean, just to you know, avail the benefit.
That's so funny.
So I just thought, you know, something needs to be.
It's fun stuff, and I like some of the pop cultural lines that you see in like THX 1138's Bridget von Hammersmark. All that stuff. Yeah. Robert Duvall.
Right.
Congratulations on this. I wish you a lot of luck. Do you plan on keeping the chop sake alive in India?
Right.
More projects like this coming up, maybe.
I hope so. This will obviously.
It's a test, right?
Yeah. It is a huge test.
Yeah.
And if it works, there are other films that I'm dying to make.
Oh.
And probably push even further.
Okay.
But
Fingers crossed. All right. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you so much.